Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to my channel. Today we are looking at a grand eyeshadow palette. This is my very first time trying this brand and frankly this was an impulse purchase. I bought this for Black Friday and yeah, this is the Louise, the Secret Sinner palette. So this is part of their Christmas collection this year. So I think the collection is called the Secret Sinner collection. They have other things, I don't know what, but I ended up just picking up the palette. Now this is my very first time trying Louise brand and this is based in UK, so there was a hell of a lot of shipping involved. I think the shipping itself costs £20, so the palette costs £40 and the shipping itself exclusively costs £20. But for Black Friday they didn't have any kind of a discount, like a percentage off from the price, the selling price, but they did do free shipping, international free shipping. So I was like, that itself is like a big discount if you ask me. So yes, it was like, what, it was a good percentage off if you just take into account the just shipping. I think it was £20. I don't know, hang on, was it £20 or £10? I'm sorry, it was £10, you guys, not £20. I'm sorry about that. That was a little dramatic. 50% of the cost. No, it was £10, I think. And so yeah, I was very happy to get free shipping. So I didn't want to miss that opportunity, so I picked it up. So £40 I paid for it. I didn't want to see the exchange rate and how much I actually paid. I was a little scared, so I just didn't see how much I paid. I'm sorry, look it up, see how much you will be paying if you're paying in US dollars. So yeah, £40. And the product, at the back it has like a lot of things, has this design, a flowery design going on. The palette is actually huge, enormous. There are 18 shades in the palette and 18 super pigmented shades, it says, and we have everything to drag you from the shadows into the spotlight. The world is your stage, that's what it says. And it has the ingredients list for matte eyeshadows, shimmer eyeshadows and diamond eyeshadows, but this is an all matte palette, so I think this is pretty much their standard ingredients list for matte eyeshadows, shimmer eyeshadows and diamond eyeshadows. But the Secret Sinner palette is an all matte palette, and you get 3 grams of product in each pan. The pans are enormous. The only brand that I recall, not just one, but I can recall 2 brands that give you 3 grams of product. That is, one is Sugar Pill. I think it's somewhere between 3 to 3.5 or something like that. But those are pro pans, so. And then Melt sometimes offers you 3 grams, I think. I'm not sure because they sneakily change the grams that they offer with each collection. Like I'm talking about the stacks, actually, not the palette, but the stacks like change from one to another, how much they actually offer, but the price remains the same. So it's a little sneaky, but whatever. So those are 2 brands that I can think of that gives you a lot of products, like 3 grams of products. So, and where is this made? Okay, this is made in China. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Why is this so expensive again? This product, this palette is made in China, by the way. Not that I'm against makeup made in China, but just the cost. Why is this £40 if it's made in China? But anyways, there's like so much fluff and so much extra things going on here. I'm like, just give me just the palette and I'm happy to pay a much lesser price. So it has like feathers, like a plastic kind of a thing here, and it says Louise, and then there are 2 feathers, just exactly 2 feathers, and at the back it has the exact same information that you have in the box in the actual palette. Exact same thing. And this is pretty heavy. I would say this is even more heavier than Pat McGrath's Mothership full-size palettes. This is that heavy, and it's all like white and gold. To be honest, that is my favorite combination. One of my favorite combinations is gold and white. And then let's open this up. Oh, okay. And it has like an enormous mirror. I have to say the mirror is exactly the size of the palette. The mirror is, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be. Now you can see I have like an oval shaped face. It's pretty much long, right? It's exactly oval shaped. My face shape looks round in this mirror. It looks round and it just expands my face like this. I don't know if that isn't that bad? Does it mean it's like a low quality mirror? I don't want to sit here and make judgments, but that doesn't seem to be like a good mirror. So for 40 pounds, I don't know, you guys, it makes my face looks round. I was shocked to look at my face in this mirror. That's all I'm going to say. So, and it has this ribbon thing, which means the palette, you cannot change the angle of the mirror. That's what it means. It just pretty much said, so if you want to move your chair while doing a makeup, you have to change all the angles or whatever. So that is something I did not like. And yeah, and let's look at the colors. That is the colors, you guys. Those are the colors. It has this gold thing going on. I think it's kind of like a foam. This gold, oh god, this is getting too bright. I'm sorry. This gold thing that is going on, this is kind of foamy. So yeah, and it has the names of the products in the palette just underneath the pants. I don't want to show you guys the palette again because it's really bright. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should. I mean, how can I do a video without showing you guys the shades? Because it's too bright. So those are the shades. I kind of like, I mean, you can see there are so many similar kind of colors in the palette, but anyways, let's get into the swatches. So there are 18 shades. Each pan you get 3 grams of product. The palette is made in China and it's 40 pounds. So first row is first shade in the first row is Addicted, which is like a bright bluish purple. There was a shade like this in the Saint and Sinner palette from Kat Von D. The quality was not good at all, especially for this shade, for that shade in the palette, in the Kat Von D palette. This is good. It applies well, it blends well. So that is that. And I mean, this, I think it's like a pigment. It doesn't specify a lot about the ingredients, probably because pigments, I mean, in Europe, you don't really have the not safe around the eye area kind of, you know, cautionary thing going on there. Only in the States, so they don't have that, that warning message. But I think there's a little bit of grit. It's slightly grainy to the touch, but on the brush and using it on your eyes, even without you know, a primer, the pigmentation is very good. And then next is Infatuation, which is a hot pink. This is pretty smooth. There is no graininess to it at all. That is Infatuation. And then Affair is like a very deep grungy teal, and the pigmentation is very good on this too. All 3 colors good. Now I've used all these 3 colors in my eyes today. My transition is this hot pink, and then in the outer V and also in the crease I have the purple, and on the eyelids I have this teal color. And then next is Bow Down. Bow Down is like an intense coral shade. I don't know if you can see, this is the shade I have in the inner 1/3 of my transition area, just right there. So that is the bright coral shade Bow Down. And then we have Rendezvous, which is like a bright reddish, pinkish red color. Again, good pigmentation, it blends really well. Then we have Amour, yeah, Amour is like a pastel pink, but does not look ashy or anything at all. It actually looks really good on my skin tone. Doesn't have that white cast or ashiness to it at all. It just looks like a baby pink on my skin tone. So let's move on to the next second row, which is Hooked. Hooked is like this muted purple shade. You can see it's like a muted color. It's good. Like it's a muted color, as you can see, and it's like a berry color, and it blends well. And then next is Pleasure. Pleasure is again even more muted and more medium toned. This is like a little bit darker, like a medium dark, not like very dark, not like dark like these two colors, but this is like a medium dark, and this is like a medium toned pinky brown kind of a color. Yeah, that's right. Again, blends beautifully, good pigmentation. You can see how it like shows up, and my skin is not primed, it doesn't, not moisturized, so it shows up well and also blends well. Then next is Dreamy, which is actually an orange color. These two are actually different on the eyes. I know they look so similar, but this is like very intense. It's like so bright, but this looks very muted and toned down like an orange, it looks like a true orange on my skin. So yeah, that is Dreamy. And then Velvet Kiss is more of a true red. Again, like no, it's not like a bright, it's not like a bright vibrant red, but it's a good red. It shows up on the skin and it blends well too, and it's also smooth. I think the only shade that was gritty was like the Addicted shade, the purple one. And then we have S and M. This is so similar to this baby pink. Honestly, even on the eyes, there is some kind of a difference. This is a little bit coral and this is more pink. In person, this is a little bit coral and it's more pink. Honestly, they kind of look the same on the eyes, although this is like so, it kind of has this pastel aspect to it, but it doesn't look white or ashy on my skin tone. It actually complements my skin tone really well. And then we have Fling. Fling is like a very like a yellow brown kind of a color. As you can see, it's a pretty color. It's not too dark, obviously. As you can see, it's not too dark. It shows up on my skin tone well. It blends well. And then let's move on to the last and final row. Let's see this. I'm just getting rid of my watch. This is that's good swatch, I think. This is actually a berry kind of shade, very similar to these two, right? To be honest, they kind of look the same also on the eyes, not a big difference at all. And then Love Shy. Love Shy is actually the darker shade in the palette. It's like a purple burgundy shade. This one, and this one. These three are like, I would consider these three are the darker shade in the palette. There's a dark brown as well, but not that rich. And then Climax is a yellow color. Actually, the pigmentation is not bad at all, you guys. Even without a white base or anything, it actually does show up on my skin. This is the color I have in a corner. Let me quickly check if I do have it. It's like, it doesn't really look exactly the same as it looks on the skin. There's some serious fading, but when I apply it on my skin first, it definitely looks good. And then we have Idolize. Idolize is like a raspberry red, definitely more pink in my opinion. You can tell, right? This is more pink than this, and comparing to these two, this is more pink. So it's more of a pinky red shade. Idolize. And then we have Obsession. Obsession is kind of a brown, like, but has like this burnt terracotta tone to it. So yeah, again, beautiful pigmentation, blends well. And this is the dark brown I was talking to you guys about, which is not that of a dark rich shade, and that's the shade Love Struck. You can build it up for a soft definition. Like you can see, I'm building it up a little bit, but it's not as dark as this shade. See, so those are the swatches, you guys. Those are the swatches. Those are the shades from the palette. Now let's talk about the pros and the cons. First of all, it's expensive, especially for a palette that's made in China. It's pretty expensive, and I like the consistency of the formula. It's thin, my kind of favorite kind of a consistency. It's kind of thin, and it blends as you apply them. To be honest, I'm very surprised. Not surprised, I'm really impressed, because it's not like I had like a bad kind of opinion about P. Louise eyeshadows. It's just I'm happy and I'm impressed by how it blends as you apply on your eyes. With a primer, without a primer, they actually blend as you apply them. Really good. What was that sound? Like a, I don't know, like a trumpet. I made a trumpet sound right now. Not good, not good. Anyways, what about the cons? What else? The packaging is bulky, very bulky. I'm not a fan of the packaging. Why do we need the feather? Why is this so heavy? Now, I understand you get 3 grams of products in each pan, and there are 18 pans in here, so that itself is pretty heavy. And to add this bulk to that, it's very unnecessary, really. And what else? Oh yeah, the color selection. Very important is, for me, the con is the color selection. There are so many pinky reds that's been done and tried by everybody, and any makeup enthusiast has tried all different kinds of reds: pinky red, berry red, true red, and oranges and whatnot. So for them to just saturate this palette with reds, I don't know if that's a really good idea. And they have only 3 like bright vibrant colors. This pink, I know there's like another pink, but this stands out. This really stands out. I really like that about it. But those are the 3. Oh, even this too. This one is also really pretty. So I like these 4 colors, and this dark burgundy purple color, obviously I'm a fan of. So these 4 are really good. Now, quality wise, all of them are good, but just unique shade wise, these are the 4 colors I really do like. Otherwise, I think there's like so much repetition even within the palette. What else? And oh, I like the fact that I've used all these grungy shades, but I don't feel it looks that muddy at all. In fact, it doesn't, not that muddy. It doesn't look muddy. I mean, they all look so blended together. Hang on, let me see. I can't see myself properly. Yeah, I can definitely see the purple there, and then the hot pink and the grungy teal on my eyes. Now there's no like clear like line of demarcation. They all look blended together, but they don't all look like one color. They don't look muddied, in my opinion. I can distinctly see the hot pink, the purple, and the teal, and I think the yellow kind of blended into my skin. I can see the yellow in person, but I don't know if you guys can see it. And the orange, a little bit of orange just right here, I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it, just right there, just that little portion of this bright coral, little bit. So pros, just let me summarize it, because I just went here and there and I confused myself basically. So pros is large size pans. They blend really well, to be honest. They blend really well, and I like the consistency. It's on the thinner side. It's not like dense. It's not like a punch of color in just one swatch. They build really well and they blend well, and yeah, that's actually those are the pros. The cons is the packaging is too bulky to a fault, and there's a lot of extra things in the packaging to a fault, so it's very bulky. And the color selection is actually the biggest downside for me. Why? I mean, I kind of knew that when I bought it. That's why I said right when I started the video, this was an impulse purchase. I was just like, I know so many brands and I've been buying these brands over and over again. I want to try something new for Black Friday, something different, and so that's why I bought this product. But I kind of knew, I saw the pictures and I kind of knew that there were so many similar colors, so I shouldn't complain about it. But objectively speaking, still there are so many reds and so many berries. There's no need for that, honestly. They could have just incorporated different greens, different blues, but I think there's like so much room for creativity with an 18 pan eyeshadow palette, but they just, I think they really missed the opportunity. It was a big opportunity, but these three are such unique, beautiful, these four are such unique, beautiful colors, but they could have done differently. So yeah, that's an opportunity missed. And what else? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, the one other pro that I really think about the palette is obviously it blended beautifully, and I feel although the colors are so similar, they don't really muddy up together and look like a reddish brown or just look like a black. I think the quality is good. Will I buy again from this brand? Probably not. Probably not, unless they come out with an outrageously different and unique color story in the palette. I don't think I will buy. First of all, because it's so expensive for a product made in China, and the shipping is crazy. I'm not used to paying so much in shipping. I'm just a little spoiled here. I'm just not used to pay so much in shipping, and it took a very long time to get here, really. I was so excited when I bought the palette. By the time it got here, I had already half forgotten about it, and I was like, all right. And so yeah, that's probably one of the reason I'm like, I'm dampening also your spirits in case you're enthusiastic about this palette. But yeah, quality wise it's good, no problems at all. It's just the color selection is problematic. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to tell you guys. Hope you guys found this video useful and also entertaining. Thank you so much. If you stayed till the end, thank you so much for staying with me and spending your time with me, you guys. I truly appreciate it. Click that like button, click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.